Hi, my name is Bill Benton and I'm with Go2 Devices. We make a breathing device that helps athletes get a little bit more oxygen in their lungs and ideally makes them perform a little bit better. Before I get started, I'd like to thank the Venture Devils community for the opportunity. Oxygen. Oxygen is what fuels your mind and your muscles. Within your lungs, you have about 600 million little sacs called alveoli. If you are, at any time, there are millions of them that are collapsed. If you are able to better recruit those alveoli that are collapsed, that reverses something called atelectasis. And in healthcare, over the last 60 years, there's two ways that they've done that. One is by giving you straight oxygen, which comes in a tank, or they give you PEEP. What's PEEP? PEEP is positive end expiratory pressure, means it gives you a little bit of resistance on your exhale. This is what Go2 looks like. Essentially, what we have created is the world's first two-way PEEP valve. We have designed, patented, and built this device. Once we did that, we gave it to PhDs at Texas A&M University to test it on dozens of athletes. They conducted VO2 max tests that tested VO2 max as well as endurance. These are common tests done with athletes in a very structured manner. The results exceeded our expectations, and our research was published in the Journal of it was published in the Journal of Sports Medicine and Health Science. What the results showed an increase of 6.1% over a battle mouth guard and 4.1% over nothing at all, which tells you that using a battle mouth guard actually decreases your performance by 2%. And with respect to endurance, the Go2 device showed an increase of 6% in endurance over the battle mouth guard and versus nothing. So to translate those numbers for a marathoner, it will take 10 minutes off of a 4-hour marathon time. I'd like to tell you a little bit about some of the athletes that have been using the device, but if you take away one thing from this little quick video, it's every test, every person, every time has always shown improvement using the Go2 device. And that isn't just for athletes. We've tested on patients with COVID. We've tested on teams that have ascended Everest, and they've always shown improvement from the healthiest lungs to the sickest lungs. With respect to some of the athletes that have used Go2, there are several, but I'd like to highlight just a couple. One is we had a 49ers player wear it in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Since then, we had about a dozen players wearing it this past season in the NFL, and several college players. We had a pro triathlete win an Ironman race wearing Go2. And I think what's unique about our product is that it isn't something you just use in training. You use it in training as well as in competition. Using it in competition is what's going to increase your performance the most. Most importantly, though, it's our thousands of everyday athletes that have used Go2 to set their own PRs. They can go a little bit further, a little bit faster, whether it's a person running a 5K or a marathon, or somebody that has gone from Phoenix to Flagstaff and wants to be able to breathe a little bit easier at the higher elevations. We've had so much feedback from our customers just letting us know how much better they feel wearing Go2, and that's a fantastic feeling every time we get that. One of the unique things about a lot of products that I'm sure you see is that they're very expensive, or they're made just for the pros. And I think that's another very interesting aspect about Go2. It isn't just made for the pros. It's at $50, it's affordable. And it isn't just for football players. It can be used by football players, by runners, endurance sports, cycling, hiking. There's a broad group of sports that all benefit by using Go2. We've been selling our device for a little bit more than a year. We generated about $1 million in sales last year. We're actually developing a version 2.0 of our device that'll collect data on every breath. And we've built a world-class team of people around us. Winning this spring competition of Venture Devils will certainly help us get to the end zone a little bit faster. Thank you so much for your consideration.